A Williams Space Station MPU, sent to me because it had some issues with the special solenoid section. And if you're tuned into a thread on Pinside where a fellow named Dumbass, yes, this same Dumbass, has been making a board. It's called the SSD one-shot trigger boards, and a PIC goes in here, a programmable chip. But this is one version of it. This is the header version. There's also the Cat5 cable version of it, which I'm going to put a video out on it shortly. But there's a fellow on Pinside named Silver Unicorn that's demonstrating exactly in that thread why that one-shot trigger is a good thing to have. But aside from that, this board, it did have some issues in the special solenoids. This was previous work. Somebody stuck some vinyl around that. I have no idea why. This is a transistor, the tip 102 that I replaced. The client had replaced Q79 also, I believe, and did a good job, so I left that alone. I don't fix what's not broken, so I left that one alone. Somebody had previously replaced this 22 microfarad cap that's in the reset section, and I replaced those three caps in the center. Those are power filter for 512 and minus 12. There's a couple in the audio section, another one in the audio section, and another 10 microfarad in the audio section. I installed NVRAM onto the board, so no more batteries ever. This is a good clean board. This one should last a good long time now. We've got the special solenoid issues licked, especially if I might suggest adding the special solenoid trigger, special solenoid drive boards to the system. I'll take the opportunity to point out there are a couple of Zener diodes in here. I believe they're 6.8 volt. Williams put those in line with the special solenoid, thinking that they would act like fuses. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Let's boot it up and you can see what the LEDs look like on boot. And I had already set it to free play, so let's get through the testing. And the first test is music test. So that's good. Display test. By the way, I do have one of my own soundboards connected to the space station. Space station, like Pinbot, uses a single ROM at U4 on the soundboard, which is unusual. You can see it's driving the displays just fine. I missed those lower displays, so let me look at those again. Oh, I forgot. It's alpha. No, sorry. It's numeric on the bottom display.
Condition green. Roger, Liberty. Mission accomplished. We have ignition.
And I just posted a reference video to YouTube for this game also, and I'll link that from the Pin Wiki. Lamp matrix is operating properly. Do single lamps. Coil test. And two orange LEDs lit are the flipper power ground connection. It's from that ice cube like relay that's on the MPU board. And I've got some different colored LEDs in there to match Data East or Williams or early Williams, like Pinbot. Those were the special solenoids, so those are all being driven from the MPU correctly. Now I'm going to drive it from the switch, and you can see those are operating properly. I just thought of it, these switches are operating exactly like a switch would in the game. So if a switch gets stuck in a game, let's pick this one. Now the CPU's driving it. But if I pick this one, I just hold the switch down. This is exactly the same as if a ball gets stuck under a slingshot, or a slingshot switch is gapped too tightly, or a pop bumper switch falls outside of the spoon right on the edge, and the solenoid's turned on all the time. Eventually the solenoid is going to heat up, it's going to destroy itself, and then that's going to backfeed, and it's going to destroy one or more of these transistors in the special solenoid section, and sometimes one of these 7402s, and sometimes one of these Zener diodes. It's supposed to do that protection, but it does not. Let's go to switch edges, and I'm just going to walk through the diagonal of the switch matrix, and that's working perfectly. You can run through the audits and adjustments, and the game will just reboot, which it has done. Kind of like that. There's one solenoid turned on. That's probably, let's see, space station. Maybe it's a motor, I'm not sure. But it is definitely properly turned on, and this board is now ready to go back into the space station. Pretty cool game with the green lights that come on when you get into, I guess, one of the multi-ball modes. Thanks for sending it.